Good day, my friends, and welcome to the AI for the Creative Mind audio podcast. I'm Steve Albanese, here with my AI partner, Nova Sage, for another creative adventure.
Hey, guys.
In this podcast, we explore various topics to see how AI can be used to push the boundaries of human creativity.
Welcome to episode 24, where we dive into the ideas from the AI for the Creative Mind article. AI music creation, tools, ethics, and creative possibilities. Steve, this article really made me think about how the music I listen to is created and who's creating it.
Yeah, I hear you. This one was all about how AI's reshaping music, helping creators develop songs, mimic styles, remix, and even land record deals. But it also comes with important ethical questions.
Okay, Steve. That being said, let's talk big picture. What impact do you think this new wave of AI music tools is having on the music industry as a whole?
It's creating a massive shift. On one hand, anyone with an idea can generate a song in minutes. That lowers barriers and opens the door to new voices. On the other hand, it forces us to rethink ownership, licensing, and how we value human artistry. Just like sampling or auto-tune once disrupted music, AI is the next big shift.
Now, Steve, do you think AI in music feels different than those past innovations?
Honestly, yes. As a tech head, I'm fascinated by the possibilities. But as a producer, composer, and creative, I must admit it makes me a little uneasy.
Uneasy how?
Well, early in my career, I worked as a recording engineer and producer. I remember heading into the studio with a band, starting with a rough song, and slowly shaping and bringing it to life as a group, from miking drums, bass, guitars, etc., to getting sounds, then laying down basic tracks, to overdubbing additional tracks to final vocals. This was multi-tracking. Then, mixing it all into something real. It was stressful, messy, fun, and exhilarating all at the same time.
That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, sometimes the results were brilliant, other times not so much, but the collaboration, that was the magic.
And AI feels different?
Very different. With AI, I sit at a computer and type prompts. Within minutes, I get a new track. And honestly, it's not bad. The mixes are improving too, but it feels hollow, like eating fast food. Instant satisfaction, which initially seems attractive and a good idea, but afterwards, your body, at least mine, regrets the decision. Then later, you feel unsatisfied or perhaps even a little sick to your stomach. Crazy analogy, right? But that's what comes to my mind sometimes when I'm trying to bang out a tune using this tech.
So AI music is musical junk food?
Not quite. It's more nuanced. AI is powerful. It can generate great results. But for me, it's best used as a tool, a way to accelerate ideas. The human vision is still the core. AI just helps me move from point A to point B.
That makes sense. So let's bridge to your example. How did you apply these tools when creating the theme song for the Porch Philosophizers?
The goal was to capture the soul of two Southern characters, Cletus and Buford. I worked with ChatGPT to sketch out lyrics, then used Udio and Suno to generate melodies and instrumentation options. After many iterations, I landed on a final track that was bluesy, groovy, and had just the right Southern warmth.
Let's slow down here, because I think listeners will really enjoy this. Tell us more about how you actually shaped the Porch Philosophizers theme song.
Sure.
What made it special?
I wanted it to sound like a classic sitcom theme, short, catchy, and rooted in Southern culture. I prompted the AI to create something upbeat and soulful, with a bass line, harmonica riffs, and a slide guitar melody. Think Sanford & Son meets B.B. King with a hint of James Brown. The vocals had that raspy blues feel, with playful storytelling lyrics and call and response in the chorus.
That paints such a vivid picture. I actually enjoyed hearing it in our last episode. On first listen, I would have never guessed that was AI generated.
Yeah, it didn't turn out exactly as I had prompted, but with some trial and error, we landed on a track that seemed to work well for the project.
And the fact you could export stems appeared to be a great option. So you could use individual instrument parts for stingers, bed music, or perhaps a guitar lick for a bumper. That seemed to be a great advantage for the overall mission.
Yeah, that flexibility makes it so one song can be used for many creative assets.
Okay, now let's zoom in on the platforms themselves. Udio, Suno, and ElevenLabs Music. They're evolving fast. What's new with them?
Okay, Udio 1.5 boosted audio quality with 48 kHz output, cleaner instrument separation, and downloadable stems. Suno 4.5, on the other hand, expanded vocal expressiveness, genre variety, and believe it or not, even helped the artist I'm Oliver land a record deal. And the latest ElevenLabs released 11 Music, which sounds pretty good with some basic features. And they also introduced licensing by partnering with Merlin and Cobalt. This will help professionals use the music and know the rights are cleared.
That's kind of amazing, because AI music isn't just about sound. It's about ethics. Who owns it? And how do we protect human artistry?
Yeah, it's a new world and we need to evolve. Some platforms give ownership, others don't. And since AI models are trained on massive datasets, originality is complicated. Transparency matters. Artists and platforms both need to be clear about how AI is used.
Okay, give me some real-world perspective. How have you seen this play out in your own projects?
Okay, I'll give you 2 examples where I saw the new options and changes firsthand. First, an event project. The client wanted a fun custom track for an event video. I had some specifics on the event purpose to start, but I still needed a few more details. I asked the client if he had a music style preference. He was a Springsteen fan, so he said, "Make it like a fun boss tune." I thought, well, okay then.
Wow, interesting challenge.
At this point, I was curious, wondering if AI could really help in achieving this goal. From here, I started out by using ChatGPT to craft lyrics and Udio and Suno to generate several Springsteen-style tunes. After several prompt tweaks, I had a track that felt like The Boss, or at least one of his best cover bands. Mission accomplished. The song worked and it became the backbone of a video for the event. Want to check it out?
Sure.
Here's a short sample.
Out in New Hampshire, the frost starts to bite, but inside one love, we lit up tonight. 3 wild hearts, not done, not even close. Lee and Cheryl, Jamie, yeah, they're still the toast. They've seen it all, baby, still some late night tears. Love through the quiet, fought through the years. But don't call it old, don't hammer shawl. They're still taking names. And
That's wild. You basically created a Springsteen-style track with no band, no studio or recording.
Yeah, well, kind of. But I must say I was surprised with the likeness. Still not The Boss, but pretty good for its intended use. Yeah, but here's the twist for the second project. Recently, in this new project, when I referenced an artist by name in a prompt, the system flagged it. I had to reframe the request. That shows some guardrails are being added to protect artists, but we're still in the early stages.
So AI can mimic, but it's learning not to outright copy?
Well, it seems like the AI music companies are starting to add some minimal censorship of the prompts. And here's the bigger perspective. New music has always been built on the music that came before it. Most pop hits, just 4 chords rearranged. Search this on YouTube and you'll hear some fun examples.
Yeah, that's crazy. Those examples are really eye-opening.
Every composer borrows or is influenced by what they've heard. AI just supercharges that because it's heard or been trained on almost all recorded music. Like it or not, the cat's out of the bag, and there's no putting it back in. I do think that just because we can doesn't mean we should. I mean, honestly, I don't want clones of my favorite artists, but we'll see how this shakes out. You may be able to clone the tone and style of an artist, but not their soul and presence you experience in a live performance.
Yeah, I hear ya. So the question isn't whether AI can make music, it's whether artists can make something new from it.
Yeah. From my experience thus far, AI is great for starting points, for heavy lifting. But the challenge and the opportunity is creating something distinct, something human from this starting point.
And Steve, before we wrap, we should circle back to your Porch Philosophizers tune. That one really brought your article to life.
Absolutely. The Porch Philosophizers was about two Southern men swapping wisdom from their porch. I wanted the theme music to capture that soul, warm, bluesy, and playful. And to be honest, without AI, I don't think I would have attempted this project. This example shows where AI really shines. I use the tools at hand to bring an idea stuck in my mind's eye to life.
Yeah, Steve, that's great.
I still see AI as a tool, and in this case, empowerment, not as replacement of an artist or creativity, but a new tool in the toolbox to help express your ideas like never before.
That's brilliant, Steve. It shows how one idea with the right AI tools can blossom into a full creative package. And listeners, if you're curious, we'll drop the link in the show notes so you can actually hear the Porch Philosophizers theme and its variations made in Suno and Eleven music for yourself.
Thanks, Nova. Okay, here are a few final thoughts on this discussion. Change in new technology can seem scary, but my observation is no matter what tools you use, the best results seem to always come from artists who jump in and push boundaries. The tool is a tool, but it's my belief that the creative spirit is what really brings it to life.
I love that perspective. Okay, Steve, let's bring this one home.
If you enjoyed this discussion, please like and subscribe. Then pass the pod to your fellow creatives who might appreciate this AI adventure.
For additional details, visuals, and to check out the final Porch Philosophizers video trailer, check out the AI for the Creative Mind article on LinkedIn. We'll include a link in the show notes. Also, if you have questions, suggestions, interests, or personal experiences, please share them in the comments.
Okay, Nova, thanks for another great conversation. That's a wrap for episode 24. Until next time, my friends, onward.
Forward.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Thank you.